This sound, this recording. You see this video in front of me. This video, sorry, not in front of me, that just passed. This video shows what just happened not too long ago. I'm glad I have my surveillance camera because it put things in perspective. It shows that there's a kind of battle happening in my brain. You hear me say, "Woo!" Because they just did a change in my brain. They changed something that I wanted to say into something else to frustrate me. When I think of moment that embarrassing, in this moment I was thinking about me with this woman and some kind of like back and forth we had that kind of found cringy. When those moments happen, sometimes I insult myself. I call myself this gay insult. I'm not a homophobe, but it's just something like just because I'm just embarrassing that I sent this message to her or something like that, and I say something to just like, oh my god, what was I thinking? And I use this word. In this word, it's in a different language, but what they did, as I'm trying to say the word, they changed the word to and added an O, so it was now pedo, and you hear me, it's like I was like, ooh, and that's because they manipulate me to say this. Now, let me just say that. I've said that many times. The pedos is them. They work day in and day out to try to get you to accept these pedo things they do to you. They force you to look at kids in these pedophile ways. They force you to get stimulated toward children. They force you to have dreams in these pedophile ways. But that's where it ends. These people are filled with pedos. There's one person who was saying that she was going to plant child porn on my computer. These people are pedophiles because in so many levels. The top people in these agencies are downloading child porn on the computer. This is their pedos. Right? This is the things they try to block out. This is what I'm thankful for. Because it exposes them for who they really are, the pedos. They do the pedophile type of torture. They force you to think in these pedophile ways. And as I'm saying that, somebody's like, kill yourself. Because that's what they do this thing for. They want you to subscribe to this so you can kill yourself thinking about it. And they torture children in these disgusting sexual ways, which is also a pedophilia thing they do. And so they want you to subscribe to this. Now, I will never call myself pedo. The only time this thing happened, and this is why I had to make this video again, is because they tried to change it before to something else to get this battle. It's because when this thing just started, through 2-3 maybe weeks or months after I started getting this V2K where they were bombarding me with these pedophile things, I looked at myself in this camera, in this surveillance camera, and my self-image was this messed up because I could see myself, and I remember I'm being forced to think in this way. So that word came out because I looked at myself like, ugh, and that was like few months after this V2K started. This is part of what the program does. It kind of try to break your self-image, but that weak moment is long gone. It's so long gone. I will never subscribe to these things. Even if I see myself in the different light, I could never. They like to use the word. Oh, they say now they like to say you're strong now. Yeah, I'm very strong now. I'm very strong in even in every ways I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at somebody who's dealing with this disturbing nastiness that this trash, these pedos are forcing you to experience. And now they have to force me to say these things by flipping a word from something else to turn into pedo. So that weak moment that happened because I was just overloaded with this disgusting pedophilia things they do to me, and I looked at my mirror myself in this surveillance camera. I saw the video of me with my glasses. I started imagining myself with the thoughts that was being planted in my head and insulting myself like that because I was disturbed by the things they were doing to me. That day is completely gone. My self-image I will never be weak like that again. That moment of thinking this way after looking at myself, because they destroy my myself, they were destroying me, my self image. They were bombarding me with this pedophilia type of torture, and I saw myself in this video. That is done. I've been so validated. I am so aware that I will never subscribe. By the way, during that time, that's the time when I was really contemplating finishing myself, because I didn't want to have these nasty things in my head that they were forcing me to experience. Those days are long gone. So now they're here trying to force me to call myself pedo or whatever, when in reality they're the pedos. As you can see in this video, these people are low-life trash pedophiles that have been trying to make you subscribe to this pedophilia type of things. I would never they have no fantasy of that. These people work day in and day out to try to get you to become a pedophile. They are pedos. This is why this BuzzFeed article comes out exposing this low life for the pedophiles. While they in your life, they're changing your brain every day to manipulate you to think in this pedophile ways. That's disturbing. That can push somebody to kill themselves. Those days of weakness are done. So when they see and they try to go, oh yeah, I pedo, and they use these childlike people. I was like, no, awkward. You work for your pedos. You're trying to turn me into a pedo, and I'll never subscribe to your pedophilia type of torture.